Let's just hope that the traffic that they've just gone through hasn't impacted them as much. Obviously, dirty air is a massive thing in this game. Oh, as they cause some contact there with the Williams of I believe, Whiffle, and Whiffle now gets a 5-place grid penalty for that as well. Oh my days, what is happening with the traffic and drivers getting out the way? Like, is it really that tricky to get out the way of someone? I don't know. Here we go then for 5 red lights for the Italian Grand Prix at Imola. Lights out and away we go. Xavier, I think, did get a pretty good start, but Vaxi on the inside, which is the preferred place, makes the jump into P1. Cristella already up to P3. Good work for the Alpine driver, and already down the inside of the Williams as we go into turn 1 and 2 and 3. And Cristella couldn't get that move done. Whiffle there. I think 18 is being sent spinning to the back there, as I think they went onto the gravel exiting turn 2. And Whiffle now already trying to make a move on Cristella going into Toza, but couldn't get the move, although they are still going to go side by side into turn 8 and 9. Piratella, and I think Cristella with the inside line just is able to keep that move. But our Whiffle is going to still try and fight this into Aqua Minerale. So close to contact as they go through that corner. And on the exit of turn 12 and 13, Cristella has to cut the corner. And our Whiffle, I assume, will get that place done. I don't know if there will be any reports coming in after the race for that contact. I think Jace there going side by side with 18. So despite 18 going off at turn 3, he has been able to get back up into P14. But down the straight, can Xavier make the place into the lead? Around the outside they go with the straight line speed. It's not really a question. It's when is he going to do it? Oh, Whiffle there on the outside as well. Just sweeping around the outside. Having to cut the corner of turn 3 a little bit. And actually pushing out their teammate Xavier, who is now trying to fight with Vaxi and Cristella. Gets passed by Vaxi. Cristella on the outside. Can't make it. Vaxi getting a slice snap going into turn 7, I think that is. Of turn 5. And now Cristella also able to make the move as well. Down the straight, and the two Williams do indeed swap positions. Cristella there on the outside, trying to get past our Whiffle. And gets sent spinning off the track there. I think they were trying to go around the outside of Whiffle, but Whiffle just leaving them no place. And Cristella really has no place to go, and unfortunately gets spun there down the main straight. I don't think Vaxi is going to be able to make the overtake on Whiffle, but it looks like Whiffle will make the overtake on the Williams, as again the two Williams trying to force off other drivers, as Xavier moved over quite aggressively to cover off the Haas. The Haas already still trying to re-overtake the Williams, going into turn 5 and 6. Oh, I think that's Xavier who's gone very wide there through turn 15. That's given Vaxi P2 to now try and chase down our Whiffle. But Xavier probably dropping under that second, and that is again something that Melvin needed to try and bring him back into contention with the top 3 fights. But down the straight is Vaxi going to try and overtake Whiffle. We're right on board with Vaxi in the Haas. Where are they going to be able to make this move? Are they going to be able to do it into turn 1 or turn 2? Or are they going to make that move around the outside? They go into turn 2. And I'll tell you what, that was a pretty easy move for the Haas. But Whiffle is still not giving up. He's going to try and remain this going through turn 4 into turn 5 and turn 6. But I think the Williams just has to stay behind. He's not close enough. Jamie getting past Blake quite aggressively there, forcing him off a little bit. Might be a penalty coming Jamie's way as 18 retires from the session, but Jamie up into P6. Well, I should also mention as well, our Whiffle has got a track limits penalty, so that could affect his race positioning time as Jamie goes around the inside of 1A going into Toza. And I think Jamie has actually made that move done. Jamie is doing an absolute unbelievable drive here. Now, is anyone in this top half going to pit? Around lap 12, their tyres will be feeling it slightly. The top 4 stay out. However, 1A pulls the trigger, so does Blake and Cristella. Jamie there going for an ambitious dive bomb on Melvin there, going into turn 17, and he has to go off the track. Right, Vaxi has pulled the trigger, so is Xavier. Xavier getting a 10-second penalty as well, which might be costly for him, coming down the main straight right now, whereas our Whiffle, I think, just exiting the pits right now. And I tell you what, I think Vaxi has done it. Our Whiffle there, still in the pit lane. And Vaxi now takes the the net lead after Jamie pits, and so does thank you so much as well. Blake able to get past One Eye as well, and One Eye able to get past Xavier. Honestly, I don't know who to spectate because this top 4 battle is absolutely, you know, heating up. Again, One Eye going quite wide there, and Vaxi does make that move. They're still going to go side by side though. Ooh, very close through the chicane. But Vaxi with the inside, is he going to be able to hold position? And I think he is, but our Whiffle now trying to go around the inside of One Eye. And he is going to hold it. And then just slots in behind. I think we would all love a One Eye win, to be honest. Oh, our Whiffle there, though. Trying to make a move on One Eye. Late move down the inside of Tozer. And I'll tell you what, that was a pretty good dive bomb from our Whiffle to take P3. And so does Xavier. Us talking about a One Eye win. And he's just been overtaken by both Williams as One Eye spins Xavier into the wall. And that has massively damaged the front wing off the Williams, and he is going to need to pit again. Although our Whiffle is trying to overtake Blake, but down the inside, going into turn 5 and 6, you don't normally see any overtakes there, as One Eye goes all the way off the track there, going into turn 6, and he now is rejoining in P8. How are we cursing the Aston Martins this bad? Blake 6/10 behind Vaxi. Vaxi is finding a bit of pace. Our Whiffle, though, might be able to overtake Blake, as our Whiffle does move to the inside, does have the overtake, but Blake just does have that DRS to protect himself. However, Blake round the outside of Vaxi. I didn't see that coming at all. Being 6/10 behind, retakes the net lead. Vaxi and our Whiffle once again trying to go side by side into turn 5 and 6. Our Whiffle, though, just has to slot in behind Blake, Vaxi, Whiffle. This battle is still going on for the win. Oh, contact between Vaxi and our Whiffle. Going into turn 17, even more contact on the apex. Jamie and Christella there going side by side through turn 18. And it is just going to be the Italian that comes out on top of that one. Jamie arguably probably the favourite to win this one on 5-lap-old mediums, but those hard tyres will get better as our Whiffle looking to make a move on Blake. Bit of contact as they go through turn 15, sorry, as Whiffle does get pushed off track a little bit. Holds position. I don't know if Blake will be reporting that, but that has allowed Vaxi to pull about a second lead. 7 laps to defend himself as they come across the line, so technically 8 if you want to add on this lap. Again, our Whiffle trying to just sniff down the inside as Whiffle has spun there. Getting a bit too close for comfort, and Whiffle now spinning out and rejoining in P6. Maybe even be in P8 after 5Wise overtakes him. Actually, yeah, P8 for the Williams driver. And that has probably just thrown away his chances as 5Wise now getting a massive snap. And Whiffle overtakes 5Wise, and 5Wise now just has to sit behind the Williams. Our Whiffle overtaking One Eye as One Eye now goes off the track. And he's now overtaken by 5Wise. What is up with these drivers? Like, not being able to stay on the track. As Breezy and Vlad in a slight battle of themselves as well. And Breezy is able to overtake Vlad. As Breezy now going off the track. And Vlad gets in front. Jamie, though, is all over the back of Melvin. And I think Jamie might be able to go around the outside of Melvin. And just gets it done, although has to go very deep. And Melvin has to run into the back of Jamie, not able to react in time. And Jamie already moving to the inside to try and defend off that. But despite that battling, Christella has not been able to jump about a second on Jamie. I think that those mediums aren't going to last forever. They are going to be really worn probably in the next few laps. And I think we just saw a bit of it there. Jamie getting all out of shape. And Melvin is able to re-overtake the Haas, although they are going to go side by side into turn 14 and 15. Jamie, though, just able to stay in front, but 1.92 seconds the gap now. If Vaxi can get maybe one of his track limits removed, if he has, you know, as Vaxi goes wide there, and Blake actually able to now overtake, but Blake, I thought he was actually going to lift off and stay behind, but no, he now takes the, you know, the lead of the race. Or actually, that's Whiffle closing up on Jamie, and Jamie is able to make the move, but Vaxi as well. Going side by side with Blake into turn 2 and 3. And Vaxi just able to get in front. Christella now trying to get in on this as well. But Christella not able to get close enough. So Vaxi will come to win on track. But with penalties, we wait to see. So Blake will be in the provisional win. Whiffle now will be in the provisional win. Can Melvin win it? No, Melvin stays second, so Whiffle will win the Imola Grand Prix. Melvin will then take P2 with Blake in P3. Jamie then will finish in P4 with Christella in P5. Vaxi then, with his 13 seconds, drops down to P6. Five Wise finishes in P7, just behind One Eye, but with One Eye's pens, he drops down. Baze will then finish in P9. Vlad crossing the line to take P10, and Breezy stays in P11. Xavier will then cross the line to stay in P12. Thank you so much as well. We'll get P13 with his teammate Jace. Will be finishing in P14 with 18 seconds worth of penalties. And I think Jace is actually going to try and push for the final lap right now, as they have got purple second sector on the soft tyres. So we'll just spectate them as they come into the final few corners to see if they can get the fastest lap here, as they come through turn 18 right now. And it's now foot to the floor, overtake enabled. Can they steal the fastest lap? And they do. Jace with the fastest lap, and they will get to the fastest... No, they won't get the fastest lap point because they finish outside of the top 10. With Jace for their finishing in P14.